Like Brian said, I'm from Tampa, Florida. My name is Jimmy Gardner. I met Courtney Stewart today, and it's a pleasure to meet you. And I support the National Reentry Network. Yes, I support it also. I think this is a worthy cause. Like Brian said, I did 27 years on a wrongful conviction out of West Virginia for crimes that I didn't commit. And we're here today by the grace of God. And Brian and I met, like he said, about 11, 12 years ago inside. And it's so amazing to be here. We talked about days like this on the inside. And I'm so honored and blessed to be in a position like this and to be able to support such a wonderful and necessary cause.
And so one of the things, that I wanted to talk about and I wanted to ask you specifically with respect to your experience is, having organizations led by kind of leaders in the community, you being a leader in your own community, how necessary do you think that is, and where do you think we stand with that in places other than DC and all different segments of the country?
I think basically we have to be capable of branching out all over the United States. Like I said, I'm from Tampa, Florida, and I was incarcerated in West Virginia for 27 years. And the need for such resources in Tampa, Florida, and Georgia, and West Virginia are so necessary. When I went home, I immediately had problems obtaining identification, getting my license, getting Social Security, getting certain types of resources handed to me through the federal government assistance program. And I believe that getting back into society for prisoners being released to have some type of support network and some place to fall back on is a necessity throughout the country. And myself, I was so fortunate. I'm in the minority in the area where I was fortunate to have family and loved ones. I'm from a large family, and everybody doesn't have such fortune. And I recognize the need for such a worthy cause such as the National Reentry Network. And I support it, like I said, and hopefully we'll be able to branch out this organization throughout the country and afford other prisoners, ex-inmates, an opportunity to have resources provided to them also.
Yeah, and I mean that's something that has been personal to both of us.
Yes.
The reentry process, we both came into a situation that is far different than a lot of people.
Yes.
That return home from prison, and we didn't necessarily have to worry about where the next meal was coming from.
Yes.
Or what clothes we were going to put on our
Yes.
back the next day, and that, like you said, is truly a blessing. But for so many the people that both of us know personally, and that are all over the country and in the city in particular, that's not the reality. The reality is that they're faced with hardships that
Yes.
no one else has to deal with. And so having organizations like the National Reentry Network,
Yes.
having organizations like the ones that you're working on at home,
Yes.
are crucial to the survival of this country and of this kind of underserved population that is growing. And